What's up, growth hacking ninjas? So today let's review SiteGuru. Again, I am an angel investor. I've made over $50 million on my own sales, so I know a thing or two about business. So let's analyze this from a fresh perspective. So this is an AppSumo lifetime deal. Check it out. I have a link below if you guys want this. And let's go through this. So first we will start by reviewing the deal itself, as well as the reviews. Then we'll move on to their social media presence, as well as a website review, and then we'll get into testing the app itself. So here you can see SiteGuru is your SEO specialist. So I just reviewed 3 other projects. So Longtail Pro, which is on lifetime deal as well, Labrica, which is also on lifetime deal, and Scrapey. So check out those 3 reviews. Of those, I think Labrica, there's been a bunch of onboarding issues, but once they get those fixed, I believe Longtail Pro will be amazing for detecting long tail keywords. And then Labrica and Scrapey will be probably comparing them to SiteGuru as they're more like on-site. And right now, between Labrica and Scrapey, I'm leaning more towards Labrica. So see if SiteGuru can be better than Labrica. Let's check this out. So what is the deal itself? It's $50 for one website, up to 500 pages, unlimited users. So you can stack them with up to 10 codes. So you would get 10 websites. That would cost $500. So that's okay, I guess. Let's see. So next we want to basically look at some of the reviews. So the reviews were good. This has been a lifetime deal for a while. You could see it was about 4 or 5 stars. So genuine, decent tool if you're serious about SEO success. So always, you guys should do some quick research. Take you about half an hour before you purchase these. That, or you can just purchase it and test it out and refund it. But I like to do my research before I purchase because there's so many deals on AppSumo. So what I like to do is basically find out what the gold standard is in this industry, and I believe it's SEMrush. Okay, so that is a paid monthly thing. I'll show you how to do some research on that in a second. And then you want to see what its direct competitors are. So another deal on AppSumo. So I mentioned Scrapey and Labrica. So here I would probably research something like Labrica and see if they have anybody's compared it already. So amazing UI. I use Labrica, but this is easier for a quick audit. So that's what I found with Scrapey, that it was a little bit easier on the eyes, better UI, but not as detailed, which is why I like Labrica better. So I probably won't like this one just based on that. And then let's type out Scrapey. So I was a little overwhelmed by Scrapey, and this person says it's better. So that's interesting because Scrapey, yeah, I had some issues going through it, not knowing what it was doing. And I also don't think it's done by a native English speaking team. Okay, so there's 2 different reviews that say it's better than both of those for different reasons. So let's continue down a little bit. Typically, I like to, if there's a lot of positive reviews, I like to look at the negative reviews. And if there's too many negative reviews, sometimes I'll look at the positive reviews. So you have to sort it by rating ascending. And here we can read a couple of these. And you also want to see if the founder or creator is replying to these, which he is, which is a very good sign. Sometimes they don't reply to them, which is a horrible sign, especially if you know you're on AppSumo. SiteGuru is not good. Okay. He says they've had to raise their prices due to demand. Okay, so only a couple bad reviews, which is a great sign. Let's go to the questions and see if they're responding it. So here I asked a question, how does it compare to Rank Tracker, which will be another review. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to this. Check out my Rank Tracker review in the near future. They still haven't replied to me. This was done 2 days ago, so that's not a good sign. This one also hasn't been, oh, this one has been replied. Can we embed audit forms on our website? Okay, so they did reply. So it looks like they take like about a week to reply, which is probably not the best. And again, you guys will see how I ask them a question once we are inside the software to see if they can reply in 2 ways. One is how polite are they and how accurate is their reply? It's not some generic reply. And then 2, how fast do they get back to you? So that'll be a good sign to see if these lifetime deals will actually stand the test of time and potentially become one of the best in the industry, which is what we're looking for. We're not looking for lifetime deals where the software just runs out and becomes outdated, it lacks features, which is a lot of these lifetime deals. Okay, so I literally just got the 1 tier. Let's move on to their social medias. So here I like to type into YouTube SiteGuru and see if people have wrote recent reviews on them. So this guy 2 months ago. So people are still testing out this software, which is good. 3 days ago. See if it's worth the cost. So when you are reviewing these, you don't typically have to watch the entire video. You can just skim to the end, especially if they do timestamps, which this guy doesn't, but he'll probably give you his final thoughts on this, so you don't have to watch the whole video. Some of these reviewers will also just be positive reviewers. Like I think that guy might be one too. I could be wrong. Where they don't really compare it to other tools, so you have no real idea, and some of them are just looking for that affiliate link, which is fine. So yeah, you can see. And then I like to type in versus to see if anyone's done some competitive reviews, which right now, since it's not auto-filling it tells me that they don't have too many comparison reviews, but you can just type that in anyways, and it doesn't. Okay, so yeah, there's no real reviews. So maybe I'll do a versus review versus Labrica and Scrapey, and that will be one of the ones that will pop up, because I know a lot of you research like this as well. Okay, let's move on to the website. Again, you guys know that I have a world-class copywriting, design, and marketing team, so I like to evaluate them based on that. So one thing that's missing that I recommend with all SaaS products is you have a pulsing play button here up top with what? With the founder talking about it, as well as what the product is about, as well as the vision and what makes you better than the competition. So somebody will easily be able to make that. If they are missing that and they can't really say what's better and they don't have comparison charts, then most likely they're not that interested in being the best in the industry. So here, let's see, an SEO tool that tells you how to get more traffic, even if you're not an SEO expert. Okay, so this is good copywriting. The website's super clean. Here you can see some of the, okay, I really like this, so you can get a feel of what it looks like. Here's how SiteGuru helps you solve your SEO. Okay, the copywriting is really good. So solve it in 15 minutes. Okay, so this one's automatically better than the previous one, Scrapey, the website we looked at, which had some grammar issues. So I absolutely love this so far. Okay, let's move on to the pricing and seeing if we're going to get a good deal. Obviously we are, because it's a lifetime deal, but typically this would cost, okay, but this one is $49 for 10 websites. And this one's only for one website. So let's take a look at this. Yeah, it's only for one website. So if you did want 10 websites, it would be again 500. And so it's not the best deal per se, but again, it is lifetime. So you're banking on this lasting like 2 or 3 years in order for you to get your money back. So, okay, so I mean, the deal itself is not the best. Let's move on to the actual app. So again, I'm just signing in this for using this for the first time, so bear with me. So welcome to SiteGuru. This is the onboarding. Typically their onboarding process and how well they're functioning will tell you a lot about the product and whether the team is capable of actually handling something. The last couple of products I've reviewed, like even Labrica and Longtail Pro, there have been some issues with onboarding. Sorry, not Labrica. Labrica has been fine. Longtail Pro and Scrapey have both had onboarding issues where some of the features have been disabled until you wait like 1 or 2 days for them to enable it. So let's see if this is the case as well. So our crawler is crawling your website. Your report will be ready in 10 minutes. While you wait, you can connect to Google Analytics and use the SEO. Okay, so I love this so far. Rick, the founder, awesome job in the onboarding. So let's do this. Let's type in one of my companies, which is Scarflings, a luxury silk and wool scarf company. Check page speed, sure, more options. You can crawl. Okay, let's just keep that and add the website. So previously, the companies have taken about half an hour to an hour to get done. So this is awesome. At least it shows you some progress. One of them, I believe it was Scrapey, did a horrible job in showing you the progress. Yeah, I'm really liking the UI right now. I will pause this video while we wait and then also connect my Google Analytics. An hour. Well, very intuitive. Way better than art. A lot of you We'll do a full review later. So yeah, I was just saying, sorry, the mic was not here. That SiteGuru so far, the user interface, everything is better than Scrapey. Ability to connect Google Analytics, as well as the search console is great. So it's still checking the links, which is awesome, but at least the audit is complete. It's been over an hour. So you know it's doing a very thorough thing. And I do love the cleanliness of the layout here. So here you can see SEO to-do list, very easy to see. Improve meta description. So if I click on this, let's see what happens. You can easily see all the different pages with meta description issues. The length. Let's see. Missing, duplicate, and issues with the length. Wow, so this is great. What happens when I click SERP preview? Okay, so it just shows you what it would look like without the meta description. Okay, so far I love it. A very clean interface, much easier to navigate than Scrapey. Also much easier to navigate than Labrica. So you guys are comparing these three softwares, all SEO on-page tools. Let's see the headings, images, and OG tags. I don't know what OG tags is. Open graph tags, okay. So here you can click about, and here it's very clear and it tells you what it does. So that's amazing. Scrapey was not so good. Again, a lot of grammatical errors on that website. Labrica also did not have a lot of tutorials. One thing I absolutely love about this would be this. So that's very clear, especially if you're not super into SEO. I mean, ideally what you're doing is you're using this tool to scrape, and then you're exporting the stuff, especially if you're not an expert, to your team that you can just hire on Upwork. So I'm actually going to download this and see what happens. So they're going to work in the report. The report will show up here when it's done. Okay, that's awesome. So let's go to technical next. So that was content I just showed you. We're going to go to technical. So page speed, amazing. I absolutely love just the layout. Everything, a lot of this stuff, since it's so in-depth, has to do with the layout. And right now, SiteGround is way better than Labrica, and also way better than Scrapey. Or sorry, SiteGuru, not SiteGround. Okay, so indexing, everything looks good. Sitemaps, not submitted. Okay, so you can literally just add it to the search console. So that's awesome. The other platforms did not make it this easy, I don't believe. Okay, the links are still being created, are still being checked. Okay, let's go to settings, see what we can find. Check page speed, scores for mobile, desktop. Can we do desktop too? No, it's one or the other. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it. I like that it's super easy to navigate and it doesn't over complex things. Again, I will do a very full, thorough review of not only SiteGuru versus Labrica, but SiteGuru versus Scrapey, and then Scrapey versus Labrica, and then maybe I'll do a third or another video with all three of them and just compare, because I know you guys are searching for the best. And so right now I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. I love the ease of use. Maybe it doesn't have as many details as Labrica, but it's definitely way better than Scrapey right now. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much.